How's it going, guys? It's Breaker here, and today, we are going to go over the exact dimensions, or close to the exact dimensions, and kind of the layout of the castle. As you can see, finished this room. Didn't exactly connect anything up yet, so still working on that. Oh, we have a mess. I think everything's okay though. Still works, obviously. Yeah, so anyways, I'll show you why we have that mess. That's what I've been building on the outside here. So check it out. We'll go over here and look at this. So I decided to build out what I was telling you guys. Now it's completely separated from this small island over here. I'll probably destroy some more of it so we have a little bit more of a separation. And I laid down what I'm thinking is we're going to call it the seawall. It's just kind of a basic design. We're going to have another wall on top of it. And so I decided I'm going to go with cobblestone with everything because I like the mossy cobblestone. I think it looks cool. And it'll better integrate with this green from the seawall, just so we can blend the textures. And so over here, I decided this is where we're going to have, I think it's called a spire, or you can just call it a lookout tower. It's going to be the main one. It's going to go all the way around, just basically this area here. So, like from there, out further there, but we can't. I don't want any mobs going over there. But yeah, so basically, it's going to be symmetrical. I'll finish the dimensions later, but basically you get the idea. So this area will be a tower because you want to look out over the ocean. So this is going to be a big tower. And I was thinking a little bit on I told you I was going to build up a hill, and I decided not to, because it would just make things complicated. I like the seawall idea better, and we're just on a island in the ocean. So right here we're going to have a second lookout tower. But this one's going to be a little bit smaller. Again, I'll work out the dimensions later. Okay, and so we're going to have a little wall that goes around here in between it. Basically, we're just going to use this area as the design. And then this one, I think I might cut off some of this area and I kind of want to make it sideways, but not totally sideways. If you understand what I'm saying, see, because it's already kind of sideways, but yeah. So I want to make a diagonal wall here, so I'll probably cut this part of the ocean off, and then small, just sort of very small. I mean, circle here, kind of a tower, just to design the front entrance. And then over here, the same thing. It'll be a small tower. So it's basically kind of a castle, just a basic castle. I'm not much of a builder, but I try. But I'm going to try to design this all by myself. There's block sites that you can look up that can give you dimensions of everything, but I want to do something original and creative. See, I didn't even get that lined up straight. But yeah, these will be lined up straight, and then I'll make the entrance to the castle facing this way, and yeah. So that is going to be the basic setup there. And over here, oh, look at that, we already have, okay. We need to have some light. Don't have green moss, but that's okay. Not the concern right now. This will be the library inside of here. So it's a watchtower, but the bottom area is going to be a library. And so we'll have our librarians over here at the bottom, kind of. And then this will be our cartography room, because that's the land back there. So just in my opinion, and it's going to be not as big as our library, but it will be a pretty good size. And like I said, these are just going to be for aesthetics. They're not going to have any purpose. And then we'll have our grand entrance here. I'll make a redstone, kind of, I guess you'd call it a gate, but that will open up to the kind of a courtyard area here, maybe a garden, because when you're coming out of the castle, you want it to be looking nice. And then here is going to be our spawn. This is our spawn area in the whole world, so when nobody's gonna come here but me, but when anybody would potentially spawn here, maybe someday, who knows, but anyways, it's gonna be really nice courts, and there's going to be columns, kind of like it's like a Roman style, kind of, but it's just going to be open, with the beacon going up to the sky. Probably like another circle one, or I might do it square. I haven't made that decision yet, but it will have the beacon. And we might need to get 2 more beacons if it's going to be circle. Or if we decide to make it square, we can use this 6. But yeah, like I said, we are going to still bury this, the pyramid at the bottom of the world. We'll use these blocks either for trading with the villagers, or we'll just build something else with them. Maybe we'll have a bank somewhere on the island. So yeah, over here will probably be where the clerics are, and kind of probably in this area we'll have our I don't know, what will we have in this area? Our blacksmiths, probably, yeah. So yeah, you want the farmers kind of in the middle, and I guess we'll keep this, but we'll just make it Fletcher's, and we need to have masons. I got rid of our stone masons, but this will just be Fletcher's. It needs to actually be a lot smaller than this. So I'll probably downsize this building, probably cut it. Maybe I'll keep it this size. and just let the Fletchers kind of run around, have a little bit more freedom. I don't know. I'll decide that later. But it will still be the shop. So that's, yeah, I think maybe we'll do Fletchers and Masons, but I kind of think we could make a cool, like, brick building for the Masons to be in. Definitely going to use Blackstone for the clerics. The castle, like I said, is going to be cobblestone and mossy cobblestone. Maybe the Masons will be next to the kind of like, not a combined building, but kind of, adjacent buildings, because Masons would be next to the blacksmiths because they're both going to need furnaces and stuff. I mean, not in the game, Masons don't have furnaces, but in real life they would need a kiln to make their bricks and everything. So yeah, I think it would be good to have it next to each other because they would both need fuel. I guess is what I'm getting at. So yeah, that's what we'll have there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That is the layout. And so we will have, I did find out that the iron golems do spawn on moss. I was thinking all mobs don't spawn on moss, but it's just hostile mobs don't spawn on moss. So it's going to be perfect. The whole island I'll make out of moss, since I can do that. So I'm glad I researched that. So now I know. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the plans. I guess we can continue over here. We'll build the collection system down here. I'm not going to do a water. Maybe I should do a water collection system. Those aren't too hard to build. Yeah, but then I'll have clicking sounds in my base. No, I can't do that. We're just going to have to go with just hoppers. But I have to destroy this part. I do need it to connect here, though. So it will have to be this way, where we put the hoppers. We need to connect to the outside because we still have to connect our gold farm to. The gold farm I might bury underneath. Yeah, because I'm definitely going to have more gold than I will have. Okay, so let's finish this. Anyways, I do know the design I want. So we need to take right here. We don't have any add-ons yet, so that's not necessary. But for the sake of future, okay, So we need that hopper going that way. And then these hoppers need to be pointed this way. Okay, yeah. And that way, if we do in the future want to expand it up, we can. And we already have that there. Just need to replace this. So, it's not much that's really changed in the design. We lost. Oh, okay. That was strange, but I guess that happened. Okay. Oh my gosh, that chest was almost full of cane in the first place. So I was gonna need to be emptying it. Okay, and like I said, we're going on the outside for this one. Then I won't be able to walk that way. Okay, that's not very aesthetic. Not usually an aesthetic person, but I'm trying to learn how to be. So. We will do it like this. Have hoppers going that way. Have this hopper going down. Yeah, that's much better. Good design. What happened? Okay, yeah. Perfect. Yeah, that's going to be a lot better. Okay, yeah, that looks good. I just have to block up the back area, but not necessary to do right now. Let's keep our farm going. So, minecart goes this way. Alright, perfect. And it'll work exactly the same. I think the cobblestone is taking up most of my inventory space. I need to clear that out. Then redstone. Alright. Let's go back here real quick. And yeah, so let's go back behind here, because I just noticed something. What are we gonna do when they fill up? So yeah, we'll have an extra one. That way there's 2 spots. Much better there. Yeah. Okay, cool. Boom. Okay. Last set. Okay. So, yeah, and I'm not going to connect this here, at least not on this episode. But yeah, we will need to be connecting this. Oh my gosh, it is totally full. Okay, well, we ran out of time. Anyways, guys, so you get the idea of what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to get things organized for the build, because I'm going to have to gather a lot of materials and do a lot of mining. But that's the plan that we have going on now. And if things change, I'll let you guys know. Hopefully next episode I'll have the seawall finished, and we can start doing the I guess the outline of the castle. I'm gonna have to do the circles off camera, so I got a lot of off camera stuff to do today. But yeah, it's been good. I'll see you guys next time.